parents and ancestors must be rolling around in their grave at hearing a woman talk about her own culture as being these pot smoking, weed head. Because, the idea when people talk about weed, the first thing you think is lazy, kind of like a bummish. You don't really get things done. You're slow. So for her to associate that with Jamaicans in general, to me, it was just very irresponsible. And it's and maybe she felt comfortable doing that because she wasn't raised with the Jamaican side. Right. And again, I blame the black community for this because if you can only clap for Donald Trump because you think he went to jail because you go to jail. Yeah. You can only clap for her when she starts to act like a pothead. Yeah. And said, remember when she said she used to listen to Tupac in college and Tupac hadn't even been famous. I know, right? She just lied. Yeah. You know what I mean? I think it was on that same program. Yeah, it was. You know what I mean? And so my thing is like that is an indictment really on us as the black community, not them. Mm-hmm. We clapped for that. Because we clapped for that. By the way, her rally, see people that were there said that people, when Megan Thee Stallion got done performing, people were really kind of over it. When Kamala came out, the first 15 minutes, I think her speech was like 35 minutes or something, people started exiting out like 10 minutes into her speaking. And you start seeing people leaving, so it just shows you the identity part of it. She knew she had to get the ratchet Megan Thee Stallion out there to do that, to get people in there. And these people that are voters, are definitely just there for the show. We showed that though with even AOC and acting, doing the Cardi. I guess it was a Cardi B song. Yeah. Every once in a while, my good buddies and I, we get together and we shoot the breeze, philosophize about such things as whether or not there's a hereafter, a place called heaven where you go if you're good while you're here on the earth plane. Whether or not there's a hell where you go away and burn in hell fire if you commit the sin of life. I don't think we need to worry about that. I hear people saying they're ready for the hereafter, and making it to heaven is the only thing that matters. But I don't think there's somewhere better than this, girl, baby. 'Cause I hear angels singing every time I've got heaven right here. When I'm touching you, yeah. I said you show me just what I heard. Yeah, now, when I'm loving you, yeah. So let's enjoy this love we got. 'Cause we've got each other, girl. So we surely got love. So let's. What's up, y'all?
What time is it? It's 1 in the morning. Got a summer cold. You gonna take some concert, you know. And then I got caught out in the rain today. Had to take my mother-in-law to a dentist appointment, and my wife had a doctor appointment. So we had the grandbaby. We all out in the rain, running errands. Had to pick my sister up from work. My son had to go to work. I had to pick him up. It's been a long day, and but I just watched the American team LeBron, Curry, and Durant do their thing. So they're gonna face off in France. I mean, with France, France is uh is going to be competing for the gold with America, USA, and it would be awesome if they win it. And France is hosting the Olympics, but that ain't gonna happen on America Watch. LeBron and them ain't going for that, you know. So when what's his name? Wimbyambi, is from France, who's playing in the league from uh San Antonio, and then I just watched them get the W over Serbia, which Jokic is from, and he playing for them. That was a good game. Bogdanovich, dude, went off in that jump. He only had 20 points, but it was a big 20 points. Brother Rod the Poor. What's up, bro? What's up? You really is a night owl. Every time I come on late, I know you up. Huh, man? Did you watch the USA Serbia tournament for the Olympics? So and USA gonna face off for the gold. Yep. Okay. Bet. That's what's up. So the Olympics, we got like 103 gold medals. We leading overall. China is under us, I think, with 75 or 73, something like that, brother. I haven't seen it yet. Yeah, but everything on YouTube. So whatever you're trying to find is on there. You know what I'm saying? Give you all the highlights so you straight. Yeah, but yeah, the feature tonight is talking about Kamala Harris. We trying to figure out what's her identity, cause she playing the game of she identifies Jamaican, Indian, then they like she went to a HBCU, so now she black. Then her father uh is a professor at one of them prestigious schools like Stanford or something, or economics professor, and her mother is conveniently black. Yeah, conveniently black. Right, right. So basically, she grew up upper middle class, and she wasn't raised on her Jamaican side, which is her father's side, and but I did hear I'm on a show. I'm on a streaming site called Fan Base. You need to look that up. That's actually Isaac Hayes' son uh platform, like Facebook Fan Base, right? So you need to get hit with that and get on that if you ain't already up on it. But Isaac Hayes' son, that's his platform. So it's an audio platform like Clubhouse. So I was on there and they were talking about how Camilla Harris' mother was really brother poor. Okay, that's what's up. Yeah. Um, They were saying how Camilla Harris' mother was really an activist for the movement back in the day, you know. So she was down for the Black Panther movement and so forth. So for real, she got that I wanna say that side of her. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't got nothing against anybody morphing into what they need to be because everybody else do it all the time. And at the end of the day, it's about playing to win out here. You get what I'm saying? You know, like check this out. You often see and hear artists on these shows. That's why I love podcasting and streaming platforms because you get to be honest and tell your truth. And back in the day when you saw your favorite celebrities on any show, they were scripted. You know, they were told what to say, told what not to say. So streaming platform is unregulated and you get to say what you want, what you feel, what you know, you really about as a person and not just as an artist. So what I'm saying is you know, you get to tell your truth. And you know, she was on the Breakfast Club. So look that up and watch that interview. And she was talking about she smoked weed when she was in college. She was like, you know, that's my culture on my Jamaican side. And her father was on some, you know, don't make us look crazy like that's all we did. Cause I think her father is not the typical Jamaican wearing dreads and walking around with flip flops on. I think he's an educated man and he didn't live the Rasta lifestyle. So that's why he's offended by her being on that show years ago, before I guess she became vice president and saying that, oh, I'm from Jamaica, my Jamaica side of the family. Of course, I smoke weed and whatnot. So, honestly, I don't have a problem with somebody being around different cultures and they morphing into what they need to be. Everybody else do it. Why we get criticized so much when we do what everybody else do? You know, when it worked for us. Like, for instance, I was working downtown DC and Rob, you know what's up, you know, the GSA, you know, game. And so that's when I learned about chapter 11, where you can get credit, run it up, and then file chapter 11. And you don't have to pay none of that back. You know how long people been doing that? Not us, but the other folks. As soon as we get hip to it, they change the rules. So it's always a double standard. You see what I'm saying? You know. So yeah, they can do it, but you know, when we get here, oh, we can't have y'all doing that. So I don't have a problem with her playing the game that they play. You feel me? You know, honestly, she should have picked Hillary Clinton to be her running mate. It would have been a slam dunk that she would have won the presidency. It could have been like a woman's movement. You get what I'm saying? Hands down, they would have won against Donald Trump. You get what I'm saying? But I think Hillary is very arrogant and she don't want to be nobody number two. Cause she been the first lady. She been in the White House, you know what I'm saying, as the first lady. So she don't want to be nobody VP. But if she was smart, she would support that and try to get 8 years out of it. And then Kamala can endorse her to be the next woman president. See what I'm saying? So they missing the play by far. You get what I'm saying? So yeah, so if she wasn't arrogant thinking and I'm not gonna be her number two, you know, I'm supposed to be number one. You feel me? So she thinking like that. But if you thinking ahead and progressive, you see the play. But obviously she don't get to play. Then somebody said, well, Hillary died too old right now. So Bill is like what, 75? So that means she about 70. So you know what I'm saying? So Donald Trump is the old man in the game now. He don't have Biden to poke at no more. You get what I'm saying? So, the whole dynamics has shifted. And so it's just interesting. So this is what the platform gonna be about tonight. I got these two ladies, and they're talking about her convention, the Democratic convention, how Meg Thee Stallion was up there twerking and this and that, and people was walking up out that joint, right? And I thought that was kind of, dicey, but I guess she was taking a play out of Biden playbook when he had Cardi B speaking on his behalf. So, and it was a strategic move. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's not forget, Obama is responsible for same-sex marriage. He knew to get the LGBTQ on his side, he would win the presidency. You get what I'm saying? That was a strategic move. Do I like it? Whatever. But you play to win. Don't nobody play a game to lose at the end of the day. Everything is about competition, and you play to win. Don't nobody play to lose at the end of the day. You get what I'm saying? So that's where I'm at with it. You know what I'm saying? I got two guys in here. I know one of them is Brother Rob, the poet. You feel me? And I don't know who the other person is. Type your name in so I can show you love. But I'm gonna go ahead and get back to the recording of the two ladies from the Democratic convention conference and them voicing their opinion, and yeah, they really going in and you know, convos with Kara and Diane. So that's their platform on YouTube. You can check them out. So let's get back to their commentary and their you know, what they talking about.
Must be turning in their grave right now to see their family's name, reputation, and proud Jamaican identity being connected in any way, jokingly or not, with the fraudulent stereotype.
This is what Camilla Harris' father talking about.
And a pursuit of identity.
And he's a professor at Stanford.
Regardless of who you vote for, I do hope that as a Black person, you are starting to see that you are being used by your culture, not by your intellect. You're not. She had Megan Thee Stallion as her opening, I guess a little concert, because Democrats have to have that part for sure. Crazy, crazy, baby. Yeah, yeah. Body crazy, crazy, baby. Yeah,
yeah. Everybody like looking at her like, what is this? This ain't the Essence Fest,
It's just very interesting to me to see Megan Thee Stallion up there. Like, you're about to introduce your pick, this party's pick for the next president, and it's not very presidential to have someone twerking on stage like this. So we're gonna watch a little video of her.
So, Georgia, it is so good to be back, and I am very clear. The path to the White House runs right through this state.
And she come off like she goofy when you around her. As smart as she is, she come off like she like real silly and goofy, Because when you ask her questions, she smile, she giggling and laughing like. Like
sieges
somebody
of ports.
tickling her and shit.
They did such a
You
bad
know,
job with the border and all of these people because minorities.
people I know that do that, they goofy as hell, like in a fun way.
So they realize they're losing the minority vote. Yeah. And so she really ruined because she was supposed to be the border czar. Yeah. They're all trying to say she wasn't. Yeah, she was supposed to be the border czar. In charge of that. And they allowed all these people to come in and infiltrate the country in all of these lower income areas where a lot of people of color live. And it turned out these people want them out. And so now what she's trying to do is make it seem as though Donald Trump actually did something wrong when they actually allowed these people just to walk in. Right. You know, they could have closed the border. They could put more security. They didn't. They did the opposite. It didn't matter what Donald did. They could have completely changed that while he was. Why he's been president? Didn't do it. You know, I call it an invasion. People keep calling it the migrant problem, but I'm just gonna call it what it is. It's an invasion at this point. Okay, they're just. Have you seen some of the newer videos where they're just piling in? It's a literal invasion. There is no more migrant. That's a cute word. No, we're talking about what this is. This is an invasion, and just.
Okay. Me and my son was just talking about this. I remember when I went to France back in 2015, Europe was pushing Polish and Poland people out of their country. Like how we trying to stop the people from Mexico coming into America. And I think we got it misconstrued about nobody is hating on anybody escaping poverty to come here for a better life. But it's rules. You got to get vetted. You can't sneak in, even though people do it. But, you know, I feel for the conditions that people coming from where they from trying to escape their poverty and whatnot. And but it's still rules. You got to get vetted. You got to have your papers and this, and that. And the beauty of our democracy, everybody think different. Like every president that sit in that seat, they're not going to do everything at 100% that you want them to do. They're going to have their own ideology, just like everybody tripping about Trump winning. Let him win. He only got 4 more years and he can't run no more. I was talking to my niece. She was like, but he going to do so much. He going to cut welfare and all the benefits and people that people need. I said, okay. So when it's 4 years up and when the Democrats get that position back, they're going to reinstate everything. You know what I'm saying? So everybody get a chance to throw their ideology around. And, I'm tired of things being this way. So it's going to be this way for 4 years. And that's all he got. Let him win if he win. So that means we got to get out and vote. I don't like the fact this man is convicted or felon now. Me or you get convicted. We get a DUI. They trying to take our job from us. That's real spill. So now what he gonna do? He gonna prolong the conviction. He gonna appeal it. And as they prolong it, if he win, he gonna expunge and he gonna wipe it all away because he gonna have the power to do it. So it is what it is. I mean, what can we do? But if you're really offended like me, you'll go and vote. That's the only way he gonna get back in there if we don't get out and vote. And that's just what it is. So stop complaining and go do what you gotta do. You know what I'm saying? And that's real spill. You know, uh, I don't know what else to say on that, you know.
her even talk about the border is crazy to me when she did such a horrible job on it.
By the way, black people did not care about the border, which is probably why they're shocked.
Right.
Because because like if you think about like Chicago, for instance, Chicago, what's his name? Brendan Johnson. He said what he was going to do, and they voted him in because he was black.
Right.
You know what I mean? And then when the migrants came in and they started to flood their area, now they all kind of hate him.
Right.
And I was just like, yeah, but this is what happens when you vote people who are just because they're black or they're a woman or something like that. You have to actually hear what their platform really is. And so now all these people are like, yeah, we don't want them here.
Yeah,
when they really didn't. Before they were all like, yeah, we need to have borderless. We need to accept everybody.
Yeah.
Until everybody came, and now they're like, oh no, we need them out.
The momentum in this race is shifting. And there are signs that Donald Trump is feeling it. You may have noticed. So last week, you may have seen, he pulled out of the debate in September he had previously agreed to. So here's the thing. Here's the funny thing about that. So he won't debate. But he and his running mate sure seem to have a lot to say about me. And by the way, don't you find some of their stuff to just be plain weird? Well, Donald, I do hope you'll reconsider to meet me on the debate stage. Because as the saying goes, if you've got something to say,
So that's the delusion that Kamala Harris is trying to give people, right? And they're all back there.
Well, Donald Trump ain't worth you.
Okay, first of all, Donald Trump said that he would debate Kamala Harris when she is the actual nominee. Why would he waste a debate with somebody who could be a loser?
Yeah.
First of all, they were trying to figure out the Biden thing. We got to figure it out now. Obviously, she's going to be the one.
Oh, Kamala.
What a mess. But you don't hear much about Kamala Harris's father. He's estranged from her, apparently. He talks about her and identity politics, and I thought that was really interesting to me, so I just want to watch this real quick.
Oh, gosh. Do you remember when Kamala Harris, she had that radio interview with Breakfast Club? It was it was released. We talked about it. She admitted that she smoked pot when they asked her if she was pro-legalizing marijuana. She said, of course I smoked marijuana. Half my family's from Jamaica. Are you kidding me? Well, her own father had a problem with that. But listen to what she said on the Breakfast Club.
They say you oppose legalizing weed.
that's not true.
I know.
And look, I joke about it, half joking. Half my family's from Jamaica. Are you kidding me?
You ever smoked?
I have.
Okay.
And I inhaled. I did inhale.
It's real hysterical for the former attorney general of that state to talk about doing something illegal, laughing about it, giggling about it, and trying to get some traction for it. Among the people that were upset by it, her dad, Donald Harris, from Jamaica, an economics professor at Stanford University, says this: "My dear departed grandmothers, as well as my deceased parents, must be turning in their grave right now to see their family's name, reputation, and proud Jamaican identity being connected in any way, jokingly or not, with the fraudulent stereotype of pot-smoking, joy-seeking, and a pursuit of identity politics." Man, that what a blast at his daughter who wants to be the next president.
No kidding. He added, and he had sent this statement to Jamaica Global Online. He said, "Speaking for myself and my immediate Jamaican family, we wish to categorically disassociate ourselves from this travesty." The campaign had no comment as of yesterday. It should be pointed out that Kamala Harris's parents divorced when she was younger, and her mother raised her and her sister.
But her father still had a big part of her life, according to
Absolutely.
report.
Even beyond Jamaicans, this is the thing that I have a hard time with, even the Black community sometimes, is because she said that because she knows the Black community is just ignorant enough to clap for that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's the thing. It's like, this is what I hate so much about Black culture.
Yeah.
Is that our depiction of like what a Black person is always, because clearly she was raised with a nice life.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
She went to a good college. You know what I mean? She went to college.
Her mother's accomplished.
You know
Her father's accomplished.
Her parents are accomplished. But she's going to dumb herself down to get in the heads of Black people. And Black people fall for this all the time. Because if you're not calling each other the N-word or smoking weed or, jive talking, sort of, then it's like you can't speak to Black people.
Yeah.
And that's a shot at us. And that's also an indictment of us to think that we are so dumb.
Codependency. Codependency is an addiction to taking care of others at the cost of yourself. Codependency destroys relationships because it slowly eats away at your self-worth. You've had a health crisis and you're still not listening. You're still focused on taking care of others more than taking care of yourself. You have money in the bank, but you're broke in the bedroom. In other words, you have sexually dysfunctional relationships in the bedroom. When you rather go to the bar than go home. That means you're disconnected from your significant other and you're tempted to numb out. Many highly successful people are not aware that these are signs of low self-worth. So they believe that building a net worth translates to building a self-worth. And to time and time again, they find themselves completely burnt out and facing another failed relationship. No, therapy is a great place for listening and being understood, but the answer lies in coaching because it takes action, measurement, and accountability to build your self-worth. And when you build your self-worth, you can create healthy, intimate relationships that last. Absolutely. You can build self-worth. As a matter of fact, the only way to get self-worth is to build it. Unlike net worth, somebody can give you money and you'll have a high net worth, but nobody can give you self-worth. You have to earn it. It starts off with healing codependency and becoming truly independent for the first time. I have over 25 years of coaching CEOs, pro athletes, executives, and leaders on how to increase their self-worth using health and fitness. And time again, it boils down to codependency. If they can release it, they go up. If they don't, their self-worth is capped. There's a lot of information out there that's going to overwhelm you and confuse you, and the last thing you need is another diet or doctor telling you that you have another disorder. What you need is a lifestyle coach that can guide you down the path of true independence. My name is Saint Day Adioba, and I'm the architect of the Your Day Balance Game, also known as the YWG, and I have over 100,000 hours teaching, living, and coaching this game. I've created many coaches, and I've taught thousands of people how to raise their self-worth using their health and fitness to go from codependent to independent. Imagine waking up in the morning and loving the person you see in the mirror, or going to sleep at night and being excited about making love to the person laying next to you. If this is the future that you're playing for, then you have to learn and practice this one thing: living a principle-centered life versus a value-centered life. Most of us have flown on a plane before, and the flight attendant tells you that in case of an emergency, place the oxygen mask on yourself first. Being value-centered is ignoring the wisdom and placing the mask on someone else first, which increases the chance that you will pass out and place a burden on your family. Being principle-centered is listening to the wisdom and placing the mask on yourself first, which will allow you to continue to take care of others. Now I'm going to set you up to succeed. So click on the button below, and in my next video, I'm going to teach you the number one obstacle that derails all successful people from moving from codependent to independent. Now I know you're still on the fence, so here's just a few of the hundreds of players who've had amazing results.
There's so many breakthroughs that I have experienced in this program. The biggest one is that I've learned to love myself. A love for self that I never knew I needed, because I looked at everybody else to love me versus the way that I needed to love me.
My biggest breakthrough has been loving myself. I mean, frankly, I didn't realize how much judgment I had about myself and how that self-judgment was affecting basically everything in my life.
What are you waiting for? Today, you overcome the first obstacle. Click on the button and watch the next video. Jimmy with the butterfly, don't be ride real slow, don't keep speed. Gotta make sure you see the bullets on my feet, hands on my tree. But now I know I keep my hands clean, 'cause I never touch them. Every time I see you, look 'em in the eyes. That's how I know it's me. Surprise, put it in the air, rip where you stay. Take a step back, blow the good shit in the bay. Sudden is a habit, let 'em see the cabbage. I'ma make it rain, nigga. I ain't scared to share. Meet me in the trap, it's going down. Meet me in the mall, it's going down. Meet me in the club, it's going down. Anywhere you need me, guaranteed it's going down. Meet me in the trap, it's going down. Meet me in the mall, it's going down. Meet me in the club, it's going down. Anywhere you need me, guaranteed it's going down. The remix right here. Go style.
Tea sensitivity is so common. Immediately it feels like somebody's poking directly on their nerve. I recommend Sensodyne.
When someone dies, a soul cannot rest until you put the wrong things right. I'm gonna kill them. Every single one of them. Look at what you've become. You were given the power of that God. You have no idea what hell awaits you. No, I do. The Crow. Experience it in IMAX August 23rd.
Diamond in the back, sunroof top, digging the scene with the case to lean. Ooh, ooh.
Taking the scene with the gangster lean. Yeah. Subtle thoughts. We talk about the gangster lean now. There's an infinite treasure, wealth beyond measure, that's hidden inside you and me. And if each man on earth knew how much he was worth, think how much richer we all would be. Look in any direction, there's a priceless collection of people you see every day. Life's a beautiful show, just as long as you know that in their own special way. Yeah. Everybody makes you glad to be living now. Your beauty's in your heart. But we all could be winners. We only begin to start competing with everybody else. What a smile we wear once we all started sharing the joy of being ourselves. Hey, everybody's a show of the one. You do your part, else masterpiece. Your beauty's in your heart. Hey, listen now. Everybody's a masterpiece. Everybody's what they are. Everybody's a masterpiece. Well, everybody's a